everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. What's wrong with this red color? Okay, you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter data and graphs, and the lessons we're going to cover today are interpret histograms, create histogram, interpret line plots. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, here I am on grade 5 maths, and the lessons we're going to cover today are interpret histograms. Let's just start with the lesson. So basically we are given with the histograms, we have to see how do we read information from the histograms. A crayon factory monitored the number of broken crayons per box during the past day. How many boxes of crayons are there in all? You have to calculate the number of boxes, total number of boxes. Got it? So basically you're going to learn how to read information from the graph. So you can see here on the x-axis you have number of broken crayons, and on the y-axis you have number of boxes. So basically you have to count. So you have to look for the values on the graph. It would be, you can see from 1 to 5 broken, it would be 50 boxes in which you have 1 to 5 broken crayons. Then for 6 to 10, again they are 50. Then 11 to 15, they are 100 boxes. Then 16 to 20, again 50 boxes. Then 21 to 25, 60 boxes. Then 31 to 35, 80 boxes, and just 10 boxes. Got it? You have to calculate the total boxes, so you have to add up all the numbers. Got it? It is 50, 100, 200, 310, 400. If you add up all the numbers, the total is 400. You can see here, you can make the table. Got it? Like from 1 to 5 boxes, you have 50, 50. These are all the values I have written on the graph. Got it? So when you add them, it makes, that means the total 400 boxes. Total boxes of the crayons are 400. Got it? Okay, the next one is the advertising agency counted the number of billboards in each city in the state. How many cities in there in? Also, you have to calculate the total cities. Got it? So how do you calculate the total cities? Exactly the same way we counted the total boxes. Just look at the, here you can see, here you can y-axis on, you have number of cities. So you can just count the number of cities. Either you can make table or either you can count like this. You can see here you have 14 cities where you have 1 to 10 bills. Then in 11 to 20 you have 12 cities. 21 to 30 you have 16 cities. Here you have 0 cities, and here you have 14 cities. So for total you have to add up these numbers. Got it? It would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 56. That means you have total cities are 56. You can do both way. Either you can make table or either you can just look at the values on the graph and you can just add them. Got it? Here you can, for in the on A plus, here you can make the table. Got it? Okay, just look at the next one is at veterinarian waited. A veterinarian weighed all the dogs that visited her office last month. How many dogs waited between weight between 60 to 69 pounds. So you have to read the value. Here you have the weight is here you have the column weight for 60 to 69. You can just match the value here. So it would be, that means that there are 10 dogs that last month 10 dogs visited who their weight is between 60 to 69 kgs. Got it? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, that's the one we just did. A veterinarian weighed all the dogs that visited her office last month. So, how many dogs weighed between 60 to 69 pounds? So, which is the correct option? Here you have 60 to 69. Got it? When you match it to y-axis, it would be 10. That means the 10 dogs visited last month have weighed 60 to 69 kg. Got it? Okay, the next one is a veterinarian weighed all the dogs that visited her office last month. How many dogs weighed between 60 to 69 pounds? That's exactly the same question, but you have different, and the options given below the question is not correct. Got it? You can see 1 to 10 menu items and 30 to 40 menu items, but this is not the correct options. Got it? So just skip this one and move on to next question. Okay, the next one is Hannah counted the number of peanuts in each bag of trial mix. So which range of peanuts per bag of trial mix occurred least frequently? So which is the least frequent? Like you can see from 60 to 79 peanuts, you have zero, no value for 60 to 79. That means that least frequently is the one with 60 to 79 peanuts. Got it? Okay, the next one is a museum creator counted the number of created a number of a museum curator counted the number of paintings in each exhibit at the art museum. Are there fewer exhibits that have 20 to 30 paintings or exhibit that have 61 to 70 paintings? So which is the correct option? 20 to 21 to 30 you have zero number of exhibits. You can see no value here. That means it is just zero. Then you have 61 to 70 paintings. Here you have 61. It is 10. You need to see, are there fewer? So 21 to 30 have fewer value. That is zero. 61 to 70 have the value 10. Got it? So the fewer value is for 21 to 30. Okay, the next one is at a candy factory, butterscotch candies were packed into bags of different sizes. How many bags had between 30 to 34 butterscotch candies? So you can see here on the x-axis you have number of butterscotch candies, and on the y-axis you have number of bags. So you need to see how many bags had 30 to 34 butterscotch candies. So here you have 30 to 34 butterscotch candies. You can match it to the y-axis. You have just one bag in which you have 30 to 34 candies. Got it? So the correct option is 1. Okay, the next one is the advertising agency counted the number of billboards in each city in the state. How many cities are there in also? Which is the correct option? That's the one we did on tutorial. Got it? You can just add up all the values they are. You can see here number of cities are on the y-axis. So the cities on which you have 1 to 10 billboards are 14, then 12, then 16, and then 14. When you add them together, they make 56. That's the one we did on the board. So I know the answer, it is 56. Okay, our poultry factory kept track of number of broken plates per shipment last week. How many shipments had between 30 to 34 broken plates? So which is the correct option? Here you have 30 to 30 broken plates and number of shipments are on the y-axis, so you can just match the value. It would be 5. That means you have 5 shipments that have 30 to 34 broken plates. Got it? Okay, the next one is during fitness day at school, Gina and her classmates took part in a pull-up competition, keeping track of the results. How many people did 61 to 70 pull-ups? So on the x-axis you have number of pull-ups and on the y-axis you have number of people. So you need to see how many people did 61 to 70 pull-ups. Here is 61 to 70 and you have no value here. That means 0 people did 61 to 70 pull-ups. Got it? A crayon factory monitored the number of broken crayons per box during the past day. How many boxes of crayons are there in? Also, you have to calculate the total number of crayons. So, which is the correct option? 233 or 400? The correct option is 400. Got it? So, just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next one is create histograms. Okay, let's just start with the first example. A technical assistant manager monitored his customers' wait times. Use the data in the table to complete the histogram below. A technical assistant's wait time, you're given with the table that has the columns, time, and number of people. So click to set the height of the missing bar. Basically, you have to match the table and the graph and you have to put the missing value. Got it? You can see from 0 to 9, the time 0 to 9 has 5 peoples. Here you have 5. Then from 10 to 19, you have 25. Here you have 10 to 19, it matched to 25. Then 20 to 29, there you have 15. So you don't have any bar for 20 to 29. Let's just make the bar for 20 to 29 that has the value 15. So here you have 15. It would be, here it is 15. Got it? This one is the missing bar you have to make for the 20 to 20, then you have 30 to 39, 30 to 29, you have 20, you can see here it is 20, then you have 40 to 40. So this one you have to make to complete the graph. Got it? Okay, so let's just move on to next example. Okay, here is the next other one. For a math assignment, Tom researched the source of people competing on his favorite quiz show. So use the data in the table to complete the histogram below. So again, you have to match the graph and the data from the table. So here you can see from 0 to 9 score, you have 5 number of peoples. Here you have 0 to 9, and here is the 5, it matched the 5. Then you have 10 to 19, again it match 5. Then you have 20 to 29, here you have the graph match on y-axis with 4. Then you have 30 to 39, here you have 1. So here is the missing value, you have to make a bar for the missing. So you have for 40 to 49, it is just 2. So here is 1, here is 2. You can make a bar here for 40 to 49, 2. This one is the bar you can make for the missing value. Got it? Basically, the concept here is you have to match the values from the table to graph. Got it? You have some of the values missing on the graph. You just have to match the values from table. Got it? Okay. The next one is, okay, the next one is Professor WU released the result of yesterday POP's quiz. Use the data to complete the histogram below. So here is the value given, you have to complete the data. Click to set the height of the missing bar. So the first one is missing. You have to count how many people have the score 1 to 5. So 1, 2, you have just 2 people that have score, no 3. You can see here you have just 3 values that have the score between 1 and 5. 1, 2, and 3. So you have to make a bar that match to 3. You have just 3 people who have the score between 1 and 5. Got it? Okay, let's just move on to next lesson. You don't have practice questions for this, you have just tutorial. So you can find a lesson on your book and do as many practice questions as you can. Got it? Let's just start with the next lesson. And the next lesson is interpret line plots. Let's just start with the lesson. So some students were surveyed about how many pairs of sandals they own. So how many students are there in all? You have to calculate the total. You have to calculate the total students. Okay, you have to calculate the total students. So just calculate all the cross bit in front of all the values. Okay, so you have to calculate in a pair of sandals. So here you have one to count the x in the line plots. You have to calculate all the x. It would be 29. Got it? That means the total students are 29. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay. People on a whale watching trip compared the number of whales they saw. How many people saw at least two whales? So you have to just count the cross that are in above two. Got it? So how many people's? At least, no, at least two. The minimum value would be two, the greater value could be any. So you have to start from two and count until the last value. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means the total peoples are 12. Got it? So the correct option is 12. So the total students are 29. That's the one way to do the tutorial. I remember the answer. That would be 29. Okay, some students compared how many pairs of boots they own. How many students in the class own exactly three pairs of boots? So which is the correct option? So which is the correct option? Just count the cross above three. Got it? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means just seven people have the number of pair of boots exact that are exactly seven. Got it? Okay, for a math lesson, Miss Kelly asked her students how many jackets they own. So how many students own more than two jackets? Which is the correct option? More than two. Count the cross in front of three and four. Got it? You three have no value. I think that would be nine. So the correct option is nine. You have just nine students. Okay, the next one is a group of people played a trivia game. Which score did the fewest people receive? The fewest, scores are starting from 5 until 12. So the fewest score is 5. That means the fewest score is 5. The correct option is 5. Okay, the children in the art lab made greeting cards and kept track of how many they made. So how many children made fewer than 3 greeting cards? So you have to count across that are in front of the greeting cards that are fewer than 3. So fewer than 3, you have three values, 0, 1, and 2. So just count across that are above 0, 1, and 2. Got it? Hold on, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They are 16. That means the greeting number of children who made fewer than three greeting cards are 16. 16 students, 16 children make fewer than 3 greeting cards. Got it? Okay, the art teacher wrote down how many flower pots each child painted last week. So how many children painted at least two flower pots? That means the least value is 4 and greatest value could be any. So you have to count the cross that from starting from 2 until the 5. Got it? So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That means the total that the children painted at least two flower would be 27. The correct option is 27. Okay, a pasta company asked people about how many macaroni and cheese they ate. How many people ate macaroni and cheese exactly twice last month? So you have to count the value, that is, count the cross that are above 2. Got it? So which is the correct option, 10 or 9? It could be 10. I think 10. Oh, it is 9. 9 people eat macaroni and pasta exactly 2 times a week. The art teacher wrote down how many flower pots each child painted last week. So how many children painted at least two flower pots? At least two. Greater value could be any. So you have to start counting from 2 until 5. Got it? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But they are not 18. They are more than 18. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least two. They are not 18. They are more than 18. You don't have the correct option given. Got it? They are more than 18. Even if you count the cross from 2 to 5, they are more than 18. The science teacher asked her students how many times they went to the beach last summer. So the question is how many students went to the beach more than 2 times? More than 2 times is just 3. Got it? So 3, you have 2 cross above 3. That means just 2 students who went beach more than 2 times. Got it? A dietitian noted the number of apples eaten by her clients last week. How many clients ate at least 4 apples last week? At least minimum value would be 4, greater value could be any. So you have to count across starting from 4 until 6. Got it? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And 6 have 0 cross. So that means the total clients are 14. Got it? So the correct option is 14. So we are done with the lesson. And also we are done with the lessons from today. We're working on grade 5 maths. The chapter we're working on is data and graphs, and the lessons we have covered today are interpret histograms, create histograms, and interpret line plots. So we're done with the lessons. Please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. If you have any question, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So please ask if you have any confusion or any question. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.